night. We are going to do a virtual science night. I've never done a virtual science night. We've done the drive-through and we've done the in-person lots of times. So we're doing something new this year. We're going to do virtual science night. And we have Ms. Clark definitely to thank for setting this up for us and for getting our supplies to us and to you guys. And I am so excited. And this activity actually goes along quite well with what my fourth graders and fifth graders are doing. So, and even some of my third graders and second graders. And so we're going to get started. We are doing pizza solar boxes. We got pizza boxes and we're making solar ovens, and I'm going to share my screen, hopefully. And hey, how about that?
I'm bringing headphones.
I'm going to share my screen, and we are going.
These are my headphones.
Get started. So take a look at this screen.
Can I show you my headphones? These are my headphones.
I like your headphones.
All right,
there you go. Mr. Got that up under control. All right, there's a picture for you, and that box is a little different than yours, but that's a solar oven. And can any of you guys tell me what you think a solar oven is or what it does? Solar oven. That's what we're making today. I'm going to take that screen off. What do you think a solar oven is?
Oh,
Delilah?
wow. Me.
What do you think, Delilah? Where's Delilah?
I think it's like an oven
That's what
that
this is
you
for.
don't like buy, you make it, and you connect it to the sunlight to make everything cook.
I know. And you know what? I got to thinking when we decided to do this project, I thought, you know what? This might have come in handy a few weeks ago when you guys were without power for all that time. You might have been able to use your solar oven to cook something there. So
Ms. Barbone, you have two hands. You have Izzy and Maya.
Okay, do you want to go ahead and unmute as you see them? You can just kind of call them out and then unmute them.
Oh, and Natalie. Natalie, you had something to add?
What you got, Natalie?
I made this once also.
Oh, good. So you could be my expert helper. If I was at school, you could be my assistant. All right.
Izzy, you had something to add?
Before. Mrs. Barbone.
Yeah.
Something.
Yes, Malachi.
Well, are we going to use the box?
Give me 2 seconds to get started, okay? So I
well, guess what?
No, okay, what? Yep. That's tape. We're going to use it. Miss Jordan, you got that all up under control?
I have a waiting room in
Oh, we've got lots of the waiting room.
yes.
Okay. So question, how does your oven work? Your oven in your kitchen? Like, where's the energy come from? Where's that heat come from? And if you're in fourth grade or fifth grade, we ought to see some hands and know something. Where's that? How does it my oven's not hot right now, but sometimes it's hot.
Isabella, you want to answer for us?
Sure, it depends on if it's electric or gas.
Good job. So it has to have an energy source, right? Either electricity or gas. Yep. And so what happens when the electricity or the gas goes out and you don't have any?
Maya?
What would happen?
Is it Maya or Callie that wanted to answer?
What happens when the electricity and the gas goes out? You can unmute, girl.
Unmute. There you go. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, it heats up the oven, you know, when it goes out, it cools it, I guess. When it goes,
So
okay,
you don't
it heats
have
up the oven
power.
with the solar energy, but then when you don't have any sunlight, it stops working because there
so
is
that could
no
be a
sun
problem
to
with what we're gonna
power
make
it.
tonight, couldn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to make what's called a solar oven. And like the girl said, it's going to roll on solar or sun power, sun energy, because our sun is our biggest energy.
Can we
source.
actually make it?
Have you ever, I got in my car this afternoon, actually, and I was thinking about this project tonight. I thought my car was pretty hot tonight when I got in it. Like, it was, the sun had been beaten down on the windows and it was pretty hot inside the car. So that sun can really heat things up, can't it? So we are going to take a look at our supplies first, all right? So we're just going to jump in and then we'll do questions and stuff later because I think you guys are ready to build. So everybody should have a pizza box. Make sure you have a pizza box. And
It's a
inside,
donut box.
No, it's a pizza.
yeah, we're gonna take the stuff
It's a
out.
donut box.
You got that right. Oh, it's a donut box. It could be a donut box too. You're right, but I'm gonna call it a pizza box today. That's okay. Inside your pizza box, you've got some supplies. You have a little stick,
It's shaped like a pizza box.
and you have
It's
some.
shaped like a pizza box.
I want you to lay all your supplies out, and you have foil. Lay all your supplies out, and you have a piece of plastic,
Okay.
and you have a black
Mike,
piece of
and then
paper.
you
So I laid those on my table in front of
And
me.
then you
See,
can
look,
put the box in the ground.
Michael, no.
lay them on the table in front of you.
She's gonna take out all your stuff. We were making a solar oven.
You are making a solar oven. All right, everybody, if you have your supplies laid out, do the
Ms.
thumbs
Barbara,
up
hold
emoji.
on 1 minute. Carly, do you have a question?
These are my headphones.
Okay,
That's a
thank
great
you,
question. All right, let me see who's got a thumbs up or a check or something emoji, letting me know you've got all your supplies laid out. You can give me a thumbs up like this. You can give me one with your emoji. Oh, good, Bryce. Bryce remembers how to do that. Good. You got a good memory. Oh, look at all those thumbs up.
Good job.
Okay, if you don't have your supplies, you can send me a message in the chat. Okay, so we're gonna get started. This is gonna be our oven. Doesn't have a cord.
Okay.
We're gonna have to use the sun's energy to cook in this oven. And we're gonna start by putting one of our materials in here that's gonna help us insulate or keep the heat in our oven. What do you think that's gonna be, Case? What do you think we're gonna put in there?
Foil.
Let me get you. Foil. No, we're not gonna use all our foil. I know that sounds exciting, but we're not. So I want you to take 2 pieces of foil. You got 4, take 2. And I want you to open them up, and I want you to put the shiny side facing up in the bottom of your box.
I don't see the screen.
So look at mine.
side?
Look at mine.
It works. I don't see nothing. Okay, let's
Carly, do you have foil?
I don't hear. Do you mean the side like this?
The shiny side. One side's shiny and one side is not shiny. The shiny, kind of the bumpy side too, actually. It's actually bumpy and shiny.
To
See
get the
that?
really bumpy side.
Yep.
So it's not the one on top.
Right, you have to open it up. Good job, Malachi. You got to open it up and get to the shiny
Open
side.
it up and on the bottom of
Yes,
the
sir.
open.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Now, if you've done that, you can give me a thumbs up too. So there's mine. I just put it in the bottom. Like I didn't put it in the top, right? Just in the bottom. If you want to take a little piece of tape, take a little piece of tape and put one on each. Watch mine first. Watch what I do, like we do in class. Let's watch it first. All right, so I'm going to take one piece of tape and I'm just going to kind of tape it here to secure it to the side. See that? Just one piece of tape. All right, do that on 4 sides. You have 4 sides, so you're going to need 4 little pieces of tape. And you're going to tape
What
it to
about the
side.
bottom? We need to tape the middle too.
You don't need to tape. I don't think you need to tape the middle. I think you're okay without taping the middle.
Okay.
Because it's really not going to go anywhere. You're not going to, it's not going to go anywhere. So I taped that. And if you have a little brother or sister, if you can help them, that would be amazing. See, I have 4 pieces of tape. 1 on each side. Okay. Abby, you got your foil in there, Abby girl? I see it. Looks like you're working good.
Yay.
When you got that done, you can give me a thumbs up.
Luna, how are you doing?
You got that, Ime and Elizabeth? Good. Connor's look like he's getting it. Allie, you look
Hey,
good.
Luna,
Are you
how
good?
are you doing?
Who is, I don't know who this one is, Miss Jordan.
Which one?
248190. Oh, look at that. This must be
I have my
similar,
computer so I can look them up.
because the numbers are I
Oh,
think it's
that's the
girl.
Chris.
Yes, there's
Chris-
a, it's the Chris
My
girl.
name's Fiona, and we can't really get the name on my
That's
computer,
okay.
so we just have
It's
to use
okay.
the
We can see
address.
your
I got you
lovely
now.
face.
I can see you now. I got you.
We know who you are.
Okay. So if you've got that, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And then we're going to think about this oven and how to solve some problems with it. I'm going to share my screen.
Oh, Miss Barbone, I can't get my tape open.
I know the tape's a little bit tricky. We don't need to use a whole lot of it. All right, guys, let me get my screen share. Ah, there we are. I'm going to skip that one. So that's it again. You've put your foil, see the shiny side is up. And that foil is going to help us trap our heat in there. All right. If you are ready to go to the next step, give me a thumb up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs down. Avery, you ready to move on, girl?
Did you say that the bright side is up?
I did. The bright side's up because we want it to reflect or shine. We want the sun to shine in there and reflect, bounce up and down. So if you open it up, Maya, if you open that foil sheet up, you're gonna see it's real shiny on the inside. See, it's not at, I don't think it's gonna make a huge difference, but
What are we doing?
might help us out a little bit. All right, we're gonna take a look at our first problem. We're gonna be solving some problems just like an
It's
engineer
supposed to
does.
be like this.
Yes, sir. Looks perfect. We're gonna solve some problems like an engineer. You guys are all gonna be scientists and engineers tonight. So let's solve some problems. All right, here's our first problem. The first problem is we need to get sunlight into our box because if we open the box, all that heat's gonna escape. So we gotta figure out how are we gonna get sunlight in the box, but still keep the box closed. Can anyone figure that out? How? So I want everyone to close your box up. Look at this, everybody close your box. How is the sunlight going to get in there? Who can solve my first problem? Who's got an answer? If you want to put it in the chat, you can put it in the chat. If you want to raise your hand, Miss Jordan will call on somebody. But how am I going to get
Delilah, I see your hand up.
this?
Can you help us?
How am I going to get the sunlight in here?
Poke a hole through it and not opening it.
I could poke a hole through it. Good. So if I just
Yeah.
yeah, you like that? So watch what I'm going to do. Don't do it. Don't do it yet. So if I take my scissors and I poke a hole.
Wait,
Is
scissors?
that going to get enough sunlight in there for me?
No.
You don't think
No.
so? All
No.
right. What could I do then? I like her idea of we got to get a hole in there somehow, but what do you think? Is that hole big enough, Delilah?
Callie.
Big.
A big
Maybe
hole.
we put, hold on. Maybe we put the clear stuff on, like we cut a hole
top
and then
of
we
it.
tape the clear stuff on it so sunlight can go through, but it's still sealed. Yeah.
Okay, so you think that
And
sunlight's
the heat
got,
can't escape.
all right.
Yeah, the sunlight will go through, but the heat won't escape the box. 'Cause
Okay.
The plastic. Yeah, it's water.
Okay, I was reading a message, sorry. So yeah, so give me a sec. And let's,
Oh,
I
did
think
I
you
miss
guys have
it,
done a good
Jen?
job solving that problem. So let's take a look. Yeah, so just like Delilah said, and like the girl said, we need to have a hole so that the sunlight can go through. So we are going to draw, don't do it yet. We're going to draw a square or draw a window on my box, and then I'm going to cut some, but I want you to wait until I show you. All right, so I'm going to take my marker or a pencil, and I'm just going to draw look at that. I'm just going to draw a pretty big square on my box. Go ahead and do that. Draw a square. Don't make it as big as the clear film. Okay, don't make it as big as the clear film. We probably should have given you a template, I guess. All right, so see how I
Hole in
drew
it.
that? See my square? I
The
drew my
actual
square, just like, and that's gonna help.
Supposed to poke a hole in it.
Not yet, I want you to draw a
No,
square.
no, we didn't say to poke a hole in it yet.
I want you to draw a
Just wait for
square.
the instructions.
Draw a square on top of your box. When I did this at school, I had a box of crayons or markers and I just traced my marker box. So that's about how big I
That's a
want it to
good
be. I want it to be
idea.
about the size of my marker box. I did pretty good freehand.
Okay. Okay.
Not bad. And if you've got it, I want you to hold it up and show it to me. Hold up your
Box? Well,
Okay.
Oh, Delilah, I love it. Oh, look at, oh,
Where's your
good.
normal seat? Okay, you go over here.
Alec looks good.
Where's your-
Taryn, oh, not Taryn, sorry. Avery looks good. Landon, Allie, I see some good looking squares. And if you don't think yours is quite big enough, you can just make it even bigger. You can make your square even bigger.
Oh, I see it now, Bryce. I didn't see it at first.
All right, now comes, this is probably the hardest part of the whole thing. So I want you to watch me first, okay?
Oh, Luna, I see it. I see it.
She did good. Watch this, guys. Okay, so now I need to open this up, but I'm only going to cut with my scissors. I'm going to cut 3. I'm not going to cut 4 because if I cut 4, then I'll have a big hole and I can't do anything about that. So I'm going to cut 3 of these sides and I'm going to flap it up like a flap. You're probably going to have a parent help you get started cutting. All right, so watch me cut mine first. I'm going to poke a hole. I could do a couple things. So I can poke a hole and I can kind of use my scissors like that, or I can poke a hole and I can cut. So I'm going to choose to cut. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be perfect. This is not Miss Proctor's art class. You don't have to. We're not in it for the pretty. We're in it for the function. Okay, so I cut mine and now I'm going to fold up my flap like that. See? Hello. Now I can see
Thank you,
inside.
parents, for helping out.
Now I can see inside. So go ahead and get that much done and open up your flap and we're going to solve our next engineering problem. You guys are scientists already. So I have a flap in my pizza box that opens up and it's going to let all that sunlight in. Like Delilah said she wanted a hole in the box, so we put a big hole in the box. So we get lots of sun.
Bryce, good job.
Hold them up when you've
You
got them
have
so
some
we can see.
assistance.
Okay, so that looks fantastic.
Luna, look at you.
Alex,
Alec.
Alex is great. Layla looking good. Yeah, if you hold it up and show it to me, then I
Yeah,
can.
Layla, good
a
job.
little
Or is
shout
that
out there.
Piper's box?
Luna, fantastic. Luna, yours is talking to me. I feel like, hello.
Landon,
can have a little
Landon, where's
conversation
your
there.
box? You working on it?
Layla.
Okay.
Busy, looking good. Malachi, I know Malachi's probably my perfectionist over there. Yours is probably gonna be like the most
Kaylin, good
perfect
job.
square there is. Landon, looks good. And here's the thing, if you make your box and you feel like it didn't get enough light in there, then we will just go back and make that bigger. So we're gonna do some testing with our box, but we can't test tonight, but you can test and then you're gonna let me know about your testing.
Ja'Cory, that's a good square, but it may not be big enough, but we can test it out.
We can test it.
How about
Ja'Cory.
that?
Oh, Nathan, I like that face. You making faces at me? What you got to say, Natalie?
I have one more side to cut.
so I made it a little small because if you do it on the inside, you can tape it like this.
Okay, well, we're gonna talk about that. You're thinking ahead. That brain's thinking ahead.
Good job,
solving another
Max.
problem for me. All right, is there anybody, Miss Jordan, that you see that needs more time with this, you think? Or they're looking good?
No, it looks like we're all cut out except for Miss Jordan, but they're doing a great job.
I know, well, we can't talk and work. All right, here's my next, I think. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so we solved that problem. Challenge. So it says windows are usually covered in glass, and glass lets sunlight in, but it keeps, you know, our houses warm. It doesn't let the warm air or the cold air out. We don't want to use glass because glass breaks, and breaking would not be good. So which of the materials do you think we should use to cover our windows so that we can trap the heat inside, but still let the sunlight in? We want the sunlight to go in, and we want the heat to stay in. Which one of your materials do you think you want to use for that? Hold up the one you think you're going to choose. I think I'm going to choose this one. Like nobody agrees with me? So, oh,
I'm seeing
My
a lot of
family's
shaking
holding up.
their head.
I'll
I
just-
don't think they
okay.
agree
Oh,
with you.
you guys think this one? Why do you think this is a good choice? Why is this a good one, Nathan? Nathan Clappel, what do you think?
See-through. It's see-through.
Yeah,
It's
it's
see-through.
it's see-through. So it's going to let the light in, but it's also going to keep the heat in. So watch what we're going to do. We're going to open our box, and we are going to tape that clear piece. This is where you're going to use your tape right there over top of it. Do you see that? Go ahead and tape it to the back. I'm going to tape mine while you tape yours because you guys seem like you're experts over here today. Probably better than I am at it. Okay. I'm going to
Landon, how you doing?
tape my
Excuse me?
window.
Are we just supposed to do this?
Are we supposed to do what? Yeah, did you tape
Yes,
it down?
Did you tape it?
Did you tape it?
I haven't taped it yet. I was just curious to make sure it wasn't long.
Oh, that's
Okay.
perfect. And I'm going to actually put my tape around every edge because I don't want any heat to escape. So see how I put my tape around all the edges? So I use a big long piece of tape on each edge or each side because I want to keep all that heat inside my box. All that heat. I see a lot of good workers and I see a lot of good parents helping, a lot of helping parents out there. All right, let me see. We'll go back to our share.
You know, I love it when the parents get involved in
I-
helping us.
So it should look kind of like this when we've solved this problem. You can see our screen. And you have a little window now that you can open up. And you can let that sunlight in. You guys have solved 2 problems to build your oven. You have already solved 2 problems. So we have a window that's letting light in, but it's also keeping the heat in.
Connor, how you doing? Good, all right.
Danica, is yours finished? Are you done? Have you finished that part? Thumbs up, girl. Got Landon, Natalie. Natalie, it looks like you got a friend helping you. Is that a cousin or just a friend? Delilah's working hard.
It's my sister.
Oh, I didn't know you had a sister. My goodness.
Oh yeah, A. Hi,
How
A.
old is she?
Four.
Oh.
Pues take it now.
Delilah, that looks
Can
fantastic.
you do this side?
Yeah.
Here, okay, so look.
Abby, that looks great, Abby. I can see it. Close it up, Abby. Let me see your window. Open your window. All right. That sunlight's coming
I'm
right on here. Landon Trilly looking good. Allie Colson.
I'm
you got
done.
that?
See?
Let me see who's talking to me. Who's talking?
That's Malachi.
Malachi.
Good job, Malachi. Did you tape all the way
And it's a
around?
perfect square. I knew it would be. Natalia, you've got that done, sweetie? No, what's wrong?
Yeah. Pop got injured, us in all those groups. That's just a 5.
Sorry, I just got home, so she was a little late signing on.
Okay.
She got us, we
Oh.
caught some of what you did and at the window and
That's
did the
perfect.
plastic,
And
but
take
we
the
just didn't
plastic.
see. Yes, we didn't see, so the aluminum foil goes on the base.
Yep, 2 pieces
Yes.
of aluminum foil on the shiny base. Or
Okay.
2 pieces of aluminum foil on the base.
I went,
All you have to do, baby.
I was tripping because we had a little table right
You
there.
can just
Got
raise
the
your
sword.
hand, sweetheart. We'll help you.
You're still-
I got it. I think I got it. Okay. Anybody else need help? If y'all just raise your hands, we get you some help.
All right.
In case I'm not sure what that sign language is. That looks like somebody's going deep for a football pass. That's what that looks like to me. Okay.
Natalie, you had a question? What you got?
Abby is your win. Oh, Layla and Piper. Those are great. Great. I like the
You
little
said
window.
to make sure that
Yeah,
all
that
the
one's-
edges
we can
are
break.
covered,
We'll
right?
make something else with this now.
All the edges are taped down, yes.
Those look good. I think, is everybody
Can you
done?
show me yours?
And going. Yeah, I was telling you, it looked like I lost.
That looks good, Natalie.
Yep, you got it, Natalie. Good job.
All right. Let's see what our next problem is. I think we have another problem that you guys are going to have to solve.
All right, Natalia, you're right where we are now.
All right, here's our third challenge. It says we do not have enough light going into our oven. The only light that can get through our oven goes through the window, and that's not enough sunlight. So how can we get more sunlight into our oven? And I'm going to give you a hint. Whoops, that might be too big of a hint. So if I took a flashlight and I shine it on the mirror, what happens to the light?
Reflection.
It reflects on.
Reflection.
It does.
Reflection.
Reflection. It
Reflection.
reflects. Oh man, y'all are so smart. So it reflects. I'm gonna
wait.
figure out what.
If
Let me see,
you
wait.
can use this,
And then it was you.
it will reflect light.
That's right. So I need to reflect light into here. I've got light coming straight in, and then I want to reflect some more light in. Malachi says, let's use our foil here, and he is 100% correct. We are going to use the shiny side. I'm going to cut my foil. This is too big. Give me 1 sec. Don't do it yet. And we are going to cover this flap. See, there's your flap. We're going to cover that flap with foil so that it reflects the light down into the window. So I'm going to cover it. I'm going to just tape it on the back. So go ahead. You're going to have to cut your foil a little bit bigger than your window. And I'm going to show you mine. What I'm doing. I'm going to wrap it around that flap. And then I'm going to tape it to the back. All right, do you see what I did? You guys get that done? I'm going to use a little bit of tape on the back too. I think I might have a picture on my picture share. Let me see.
Do we cover both sides of the flap or just one?
Yeah, you can just cover the side that's going to like, see how I did there? That's
Oh
pretty-
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Because that's what's going to bounce that light back in to the oven. That was a good question. Yeah, the back of it's going to be kind of messy looking, or at least mine is.
Ms. Barbone, while we're waiting for them to cover their flap, can you give us a quick recap of what we've done so far? We had Shane and Lacey just joined. Sorry.
Shane and Lacey. Hello, Shane and Lacey. All right, I'm actually, I'll walk you through it. Okay. Let me Let me try one thing first.
I'm sorry, we're late. They had a difficult time trying to sign on.
Oh, you don't have to be sorry. It's all just kind of
It's not a problem. We'll get them caught
It's
up.
all casual. So you guys have a pizza box. And inside your pizza box, you're going to take all your supplies out first. And then you're going to take 2 pieces of your foil and you're going to open your foil up. And you're going to put it down inside the bottom of your box. Okay, 2 pieces of foil on the bottom of your box. And then I just took a little piece of tape and I taped 1 on each side just so that my foil doesn't fall out. See that? You got that, Shane? You good? And then after you do that, Shane and Lacey tell me and I'll tell you step 2.
Okay.
Now you have a
Miss
question.
Barbone.
Yeah.
Do we use this to hold it up? Because I thought,
Right.
because
Solving my engineering problems before I even have one. You might. All right, Shane, you ready for step 2? We're gonna let Shane catch up for 1 second, guys. So just check yours out and give me a 2-minute breather. We'll get Shane caught up, Shane and Lacey.
I was asking that you could put it right here to hold it up.
Yeah, you can start thinking of things that we can do. You know what you can also do? You can start thinking of things we can cook in here while you're waiting for Shane and Lacey. That's what I would be doing. 'Cause I'm all about the food.
This is what I did. I didn't even poke a
Smarty
hole in
pants.
it.
All right, hold on. All right, Shane, you ready for step 2?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to take, and I made a square on my box top about the size of a marker container. So about that size, okay? Or the size of like a DVD container. Not that we use DVDs too much anymore, but. And I'm just gonna trace it. And then Shane, look, I'm gonna cut out 3 of the sides and make it a flap that folds up, okay? All right, go ahead and do that. All right, did anybody come up with something we could cook in our oven while we're waiting for some people to catch up and finish up? If you've got something good we can be able to cook in here, raise your hand.
Elizabeth. Elizabeth.
What are you gonna cook in your oven, Elizabeth?
What can we cook in our oven, Elizabeth?
I finished. Hey, what do you want us to do with this black piece of paper?
I want you to hold on 1 second. We're letting Shane catch up real quick. Malachi, I know you could think of something we could cook in this oven.
Huh?
I know you could think of something we could cook in this oven. Delilah's got something. Delilah, what do you got? What do you think we could cook, Delilah? Oh, is that marshmallows? Is that marshmallows?
Yeah.
Oh, Natalia has something.
That's what I cooked this afternoon at school. If you guys were out on the sidewalk, you might have seen my oven cooking.
Natalia, you want to share what you want to cook in your oven?
All right, Shane, are you ready?
No, my mom's giving me the scissors.
Okay.
Natalia, you want to share what you want to cook in your oven? I saw your hand.
I'll pick you up at 8:30.
Marshmallows.
Oh, don't
Marshmallows. Everybody's gonna cook marshmallows. Luna, are you gonna cook something other than marshmallows?
Oh, except for this one.
Okay, tell me what you're gonna cook.
I will.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right,
Luna.
Shane, are you ready now?
I will. I will.
All right, while we're waiting on Shane, hold on.
Okay, I want to know what you're gonna cook.
All right, Shane, look at me. Well, let me see you anyway. All right, after you cut your flap, then you're going to take the clear plastic and you're going to tape it on the back of your flap so you have a window. Okay, do that, and then you're going to cover your flap with foil. Got that?
Yeah.
Okay, and if you need help, just send me a chat or start talking to me. All right, guys, let's take a look at our next problem. I think we've got another problem. So we solved that problem. We got nice reflection. You guys use that science word reflection. The light's reflecting down into the box. Here's our last challenge. We need we need a plate to cook our food on. What color should our plate be? What color do you think the plate should be to cook our food on? Can you think of a color that absorbs heat or holds heat in? Oh, I see some answers. Hold it up. Yeah, we're gonna
Has
use
his
black.
hand up.
Now,
turned off.
we don't want our plate to be as big as that piece of paper because otherwise.
I don't know why it turned off.
Cut a small plate, like a plate that is just a little bit bigger than a graham cracker. Cut a small little plate.
Can we just do this? Well, why we lost because it turned off.
You can fold the paper if you don't want to cut it. I'm just gonna fold it. I'm just gonna cut it. And I have a tiny, my plate is smaller than my window. See that? My plate is smaller. I'm gonna hold it like this. My plate is smaller than my window.
You mean your plate is smaller than your window?
That's what I said. My plate is smaller than my window. Yes, it is. If I have a picture, I bet I do. There it is. So I see my plate's not that big. Because I need all that foil to be showing so I can reflect all that heat. So my plate.
Delilah, you have a question?
Oh.
I don't have to do that. And it keeps.
What you got, Delilah? Oh, that's good, Abby. That's a perfect plate. You know, put it in the box.
I'm gonna make miniature forks and spoons.
Are you ahead of me, Delilah? Are you already making s'mores?
Now I'm gonna make fork and spoon.
There's a good engineering solution. Show us again. Show us what you got, girl.
Well, here's this thingy.
Fork and a spoon. You are so clever. You're much more civilized than I am. I was just going to eat with my hands, but I like the fork and spoon. All right. Everybody's got theirs put together?
Is this good?
Yeah, that is good. That looks good, Bryce. Yeah, I can stick it in my oven. Do that. It's just down there.
Elizabeth, you
Around.
have
It's
a
okay.
question?
It's okay if that slides around because I'll probably change my plate every time I cook. I'll probably get a new plate. And you don't have to have the plate. It will cook just fine without it.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, Malachi.
Yes, Malachi.
Well, can we tape this thing together?
Yeah, you can tape it together or you can just cut one
Well,
single sheet.
Is it supposed to be used doing this?
Do you mind, Malachi? I just cut out one little corner.
Is it supposed to be used for doing this?
No, we're not gonna put it right there, Malachi.
No. Look, Malachi, look where I put mine. It goes in the bottom of my box. My food's gonna sit on it.
Put it at the very bottom of the box.
Yeah. Right on
Miss
top of the
Barbone.
food.
Guys.
Oh, it looks good. It looks good, Shane. Now cover that flap with foil.
Miss Barbone, my sister has a question.
All right, ask me that question.
Adriana, what's the question?
Hold on. Who's asking me a question? Was it,
Natalie's sister.
or was it Ine?
Said that we're at the firehouse.
Oh. All right, Natalia, what you got to say, sweetie?
Just like that.
Go ahead.
Say it again, Natalia, please.
Do we have to tape this onto the bottom?
No, it can just sit in there, and I'll show you when we make our s'more. You can just take it out and put it on your table. We'll make our s'more on it first. Okay. All right, guys, let's see. Let's get to the fun stuff.
Shane, you have the aluminum foil over that flat?
Yeah.
I think he's getting it.
Good. So you just need to make your plate.
All right, so if you look at this picture on the screen, this is the one I made this afternoon at school, and I put my s'more in there. Now I have a question for you guys. Why do you think you can't finish this project until tomorrow? Let's get a little. Luna?
No sun, no sun.
Hey, let a little answer. Luna, how come?
Because we need sun.
We need sun. It's called a solar oven. So obviously we need sun. We need energy. And we don't have any sun energy. So we're going to have to wait. But you know what we can do? We can put our s'more together and stick it in there. Do you want to do that? Do you want to go ahead and build your s'more? And maybe if a grown-up's there, they'll even microwave. Okay, guys. Delilah, question?
That's what I made. I made a little spoon, a little knife, and a little fork.
Oh, you are so clever. I like that. All right, everybody, get your graham cracker out. Get one graham cracker. Here's the yummy stuff.
How do you make
Get your graham cracker out, and I'm going to break it in half. You don't have to. You can just leave it whole if you want. I'm going to break it in
Hold
half.
on, Ms. Bourbon.
Up in the bottom.
Hold on, Ms. Bourbon.
Okay.
Shane, you're gonna make your plate just smaller than your window, okay?
Thank you, Miss Jordan.
Sorry.
No, you're good. And what else do we need? What's going to go inside our s'mores? What are the other 2 ingredients that are going inside?
Chocolate.
Yeah, I see it. I see the chocolate. This is the big, I have never in my life seen a marshmallow this big.
I
So
know.
I think this is a challenge for our ovens. This might be design challenge number 5. This is the biggest marshmallow I've ever seen. So I actually took my marshmallow and
You made that.
I tore a piece of it off.
A
don't have to do
marshmallow.
that. It made it a little easier to cook. Our oven's not that powerful. So I'm gonna put my marshmallow on, then I'm gonna put my chocolate on. I'm probably gonna eat some of it.
Can we eat the activity?
Yes, you can. That's the best part of it.
You have to ask your parent that.
Yeah, Miss Jordan's right. You have to.
I'm not for sure if that's Evie or Fiona, but you have to ask your parents about that.
I forgot.
Don't get Miss
Everybody
Jordan
can
in
ask
trouble.
Mom or dad or parent or whoever's there watching over you. But don't let them take it from you. But you might
Good job,
want to share.
Case.
Let me tell you what, you got enough to share. with.
Bryce.
I
Oh, Case, you're such a little, there you go. Look at you. You just couldn't wait, could you?
We're getting
I
ours
know.
microwaved.
Did it pass the test, Case? All right, final thing, guys. That goes on the black paper. The black paper in your oven. S'more in there. Close it up. Let's just do this and then you guys can ask a parent if you can eat it. Do another one tomorrow. All right, and then I have a question. What does that stick for, do you think? What do you think that sticks for?
To hold it up.
Yep, so I'm gonna poke a little hole right here in my box top. And I'm gonna hold that up. See that? See that? And you can see that the sun's gonna go in the window and then the sun's also gonna bounce off of that foil and in the window. And I wanna show you guys the one I made today. Because today was warm, but it wasn't like hot. It wasn't like a summer hot day. So today, this is the one I made today. So you can see it got all nice and melted.
We got ours
microwave. It works really,
job,
really. And this
Luna.
was only, this didn't take too long. I put it outside on the sidewalk. If you were out on the sidewalk, you might have seen my solar oven out there. So maybe like tonight, maybe you get to eat one that doesn't get cooked in the oven, and then maybe you get to Delilah, question?
Cook it in your microwave.
Yeah, if you cook in the microwave, you can. It works really good, but have your mom or dad help you. And it only stays in there for like 10 seconds at the most.
I feel bad for the
But you gotta have a parent help you with the microwave. All right, Delilah, question.
I don't think my thingies are working. My thingy bajangies.
You bring those in tomorrow and I'll help you out, okay? We'll have to, we'll come up with another way to engineer them. All right.
I see Ian at Case's house.
All right, give me a thumbs up if you've got your s'mores in your
How do
oven
you
ready
know
for tomorrow.
How do you
I
know
don't
it?
have, hey,
How do you know
you don't
it?
have any
Once it rains.
sun.
I don't.
I'll tell you tomorrow, Case.
What's the weather for tomorrow? Anybody know?
We don't have any sun, so how are we gonna cook our some more?
Okay, we already covered that.
Malachi.
We are going to wait until tomorrow, Malachi. I'm gonna check the
Then
weather
we're gonna
for you
put
right
the
now.
s'more in.
And you know what? If you come to if you're coming to my classroom tomorrow, we'll cook some tomorrow in class, okay? I'll have them cooking. I'll have them
Do
cooking.
you mean you want us to take our boxes?
No, I'll have a box for you. Unless it's raining tomorrow, then I won't.
Wait, because guess what?
What?
I'm going to you tomorrow.
I know, and we'll take a look at them tomorrow. I'll have some outside cooking tomorrow, just like that. See you on that sunny sidewalk.
well.
Which means you want
I
me
don't
to
know if
take,
the weather's going to be favorable, Miss Barbone. Did you check that?
well, Miss Sane,
The next time we have a sunny day.
Look at mine. What are we supposed to do?
So let's wrap up. Where does the energy come from that makes our solar oven work? Where's the energy coming from? Everybody, you can just yell it out.
The sun.
The sun. And, and we're getting that sun in there,
You
but
mean
we're also
we're using
using
that?
what are we using this foil to do? What's it doing with the light? It's
Reflecting.
reflecting in there, and all that heat is getting trapped.
So we're
In
going to
our
put
box.
this at the end to hold the thing up.
All right. I think we are going to wrap up for tonight. Did you guys have fun making those?
Yes.
Yeah. Hold it up and show it to me. Everybody hold your box up and show it to me.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that one.
Finish
Good, Natalie.
We didn't finish. There's more. Tenemos que enseñar
Like
mucho.
this.
All right.
For my sister.
One more thing we're going to do before we go. It says, oh, this is something I want you guys to think about and do on your own. It says, after you test it, so I want you to test it tomorrow or on the next sunny day, maybe over the weekend. I want you to try to make some improvements to see if you can make it even better. And you can send a picture to my email, or you can come into school and tell me about it. Okay? So is there anything you could do to make it even better? And if you can come up with something, I want you to bring me your idea. All right? You might even have a little prize for bringing me your idea. I also want you to think about what else you could cook in here. Could you cook a mini pizza? Could you cook like a bagel pizza? I bet you could. And the
Callie
last,
said a chicken nugget.
a chicken nugget. You should try it, but make sure it gets to the right temperature.
Yeah.
Don't worry about getting sick. Don't cook raw meat. All right. Last thing. Yeah, we're gonna, if you're in fourth grade, we're gonna take a look at some solar cars. All right, we're gonna do questions. Any questions?
Luna had her hand up.
Luna.
Luna, you have a question?
Yes.
What's your question?
What's your question, baby?
We can also cook like fries.
You're gonna cook French fries? Is that what she said?
And my smell.
Yes.
I thought that's what you said. Yeah, it's my kind of thinking. That is a good idea. All right, last thing. Is there a paper in your, did you guys have a white piece of paper that has an evaluation on it? If you do, hold it up.
Can I show you mine?
Can you hold it up?
Can I show
Just
you
put it in
mine?
the, put it up to the screen.
I
Carly.
need you, listen. Oh, everybody listen. I need you to give that to your parents. Can you give that to your parent to fill out and bring it back to school? Give me a thumbs up if you can bring that to your parent. Give that to your parent, bring it back to school for me. Yes. All right.